For week 2, I'm looking at Sonic Chaos, which I guess could be thought of as a portable Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Is it any better than the lackluster Sonic the Hedgehog? Definitely. The game starts with a small scene of Sonic running after Robotnik, who is holding a Chaos Emerald, and then you see Tails trailing behind. We then move to the title screen. So I guess that's supposed to be the introduction to the story. Not like we really need one. Robotnik wants the Emerald, Sonic and Tails want to stop him. It's your typical Sonic story, but that's not why you're playing a Sonic game. You're playing it for speed, and there's a good chunk of that in Sonic Chaos. The game has a much faster pace than the original Sonic on Game Gear. The ability to drop down and spin in place to get speed built up helps tremendously. There's also plenty of ramps, jumps, and springs to give you even more speed. It makes the game truly feel like a Sonic game. One issue with the speed is that, because the levels are fairly short, you can complete them in anywhere from 30 seconds to 3 minutes. In addition, you can grab a few power-ups and make the levels even quicker. Of course you have the speed shoes, which make Sonic go at hyperspeed, but a new one that is unique to this game is a hoverboard. Sonic can literally zoom around the map on it for a few seconds, so if you want, you can hop on one and then fly above a level to quickly finish it. Sure, you'll miss a ton of ranks, but who cares when you can complete the level in record time? So one of the most damning things about the original Sonic the Hedgehog in Game Gear was the collision detection. Was it fixed here? Thankfully, for the most part, it was. The enemy collision was fixed, which is the big thing, but rings can still be a chore to pick up. You need to hit them directly. One pixel off and you're not grabbing that ring. Speaking of rings, there's a few improvements to the original system. For one, when Sonic gets hurt, up to 5 rings can now be propelled from his body. This makes the game slightly easier because you have a better chance of grabbing a ring to keep yourself alive. Secondly, the bonus stages are handled a bit differently. When you grab 100 rings, the stage stops immediately and Sonic gets warped to the special stage. This time around, you're not bouncing around a ton of springs. Instead, Sonic is on one of the hoverboards and has a minute to grab as many rings as possible while flying ahead to the Chaos Emerald. The key thing is that you'll encounter large rings, and those give you 10 rings. It's your choice on whether you want to grab as many of those rings as possible to pad your lives or to race to the end to grab the Emerald. Me? I went for the rings the first few times because I wasn't aware that the Emeralds were at the very end. Oops. Well, at least I never ran out of lives. So let's say that you get bored of Sonic and want to play as a different character. Well, this time around you can. Tails is fully playable, and the game is even easier with him. He starts with more continues and 5 lives, as opposed to Sonic's 3. I don't understand this decision too much. Maybe Sega was trying to make the game extremely easy for kids, but a bit of a challenge would have been nice. Then again, there are some difficult areas, mainly in the final areas of the game. In Mecha Green Hill Zone, there's a few cheap deaths. It's not nearly as bad as the original Sonic on Game Gear, but it's still maddening. Secondly, in Electric Egg Zone, you'll have to enter these pipes. Enter the wrong one and you can be thrown right into a pit. Stupid game. Another thing that might make the game a notch more difficult is that the stages have no checkpoints in them. It really doesn't play too much of a problem, considering the short length of the stages, but it is worth mentioning regardless. Once again, the level bosses are way too simple. The only one that may give you some trouble is the final Robotnik form. His first form isn't too bad if you can just keep a few rings available, but after you destroy this, he'll come flying at you, requiring one more hit. The thing about this is that if he hits you just once, you'll die, regardless of how many rings you have in your possession. Then you get to see an ending where Sonic is chasing Robotnik and falls over. Really? Sonic falls over. He's never fallen before, so now he trips? I'm sure this is the bad ending, but the game just isn't interesting enough to keep me playing. Overall, Sonic Chaos is much better than the original Game Gear game, but it's still not too much fun. The speed increase is nice, but since there's practically no challenge, it takes no effort to really finish the game. Although if you have a Game Gear and want to play Sonic on the go, this is probably one of the better choices. Final score? 7 out of 10. This is Reaper. I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/ReapersReviews. Happy fragging.